Alright, I think I'm back, and I think it's finally working properly for us. Um, I'm just waiting for that to catch up a little bit. Give me 1 second here, folks. Alright, I think we've got her good to go. I'm just going to type something in chat, see if that comes up. Um, yeah, sorry about that. Still trying to get some of the bugs worked out that we had on Sunday. Just a sec. Okay, we are in server, I believe. Cool beans. So we're in Manchester right now. And I have to drive on the left side of the road. If I remember this correctly. This is a bit weird for me, driving on this side of the road, but as you can see, we're driving our first heavy haul load. Finally, running our first heavy haul load. For those of you who were with us on Sunday, that was an absolute fail in my book. But it seems to be working much better now. If the audio's off or anything like that, just let me know. I can make an adjustment. If the video's acting funny on you, let me know. I'd appreciate it. But we're going to make a haul into France today. I don't know how long a live stream we're going to do exactly. We had intended on doing a live stream again with Doughboy last night, but he never ended up getting a hold of me, so my assumption is he ended up working quite late. He did say he had quite a bit of work he had to do on the farm, real life farm, so not the end of the world. I ended up binge watching a TV show anyways. But I do apologize for not coming back there last night. Whoops, wrong. There we go. Wrong button. But anyways, yeah, I don't think we'll do a super long ETS multiplayer tonight. We'll go for a while. I mean, this load's 1,600 kilometers. So she's no short haul by any means. Going to take us deep into the France DLC. Whoa. That was getting a little tippy for my liking. She seems to be working fine now. Ooh, that makes me happy. I was pretty upset there on Sunday with how poorly everything went. Just kind of took all the fun out of it for me. Things manageable, but they were by no means perfect. Woo. As you can see up in the top left-hand corner, we've got a new channel logo. Trainian fixed us up with that. Bartos asked, will I read Polish words? I'm not even going to attempt to read Polish words. That would be speeding fine. Major embarrassment for me if I tried to read Polish. I can barely read English sometimes, you know. So yeah, it's a little early for me to be doing a live stream tonight. I woke up this morning, I wasn't feeling too well. So I jigged work. I called in, told them I wasn't going to be coming in. It wasn't until a couple hours ago that I started to come around again. I think I just ate something yesterday that my stomach didn't agree with. But it gave me some time to try to figure out what was going on with everything. So that's a plus. I tried to get some music set up, but for some reason it didn't want to work for me. Still giving me in-game radio. I might take a look at that later into the haul. So let's just take a look at our map real quick, because we will have to take a ferry at some point in time. We are a ways into England. Chris Blattman says, "Hey, Rubber. Welcome back, Chris. Appreciate you stopping by." We are making up for the fact that we had such a fail on our ETS 2 run there Sunday. So I figured I ended up managing to get a nice long heavy load, a heavy haul load. Not only is it a heavy haul load, but it's also going into the France DLC, which I haven't checked out yet. So it's going to be something new for both of us, or all of us. So tonight, you have my word that we will do a Farm Sim 17 live stream. It will either be on Woodshire or Rattlesnake Valley. I'm not sure which yet. If Doughboy doesn't get back to me by 8 o'clock my time, then I'm just going to go ahead and get started on a Woodshire live stream. Berto's asked, "Do you live?" Oh, excuse me, folks. Sorry about that. I don't know where that came from. Berto's asked, "Do you live in America or in Britain?" Technically neither. I live in North America. I live in Canada, actually. Pretty close to the border to the U.S., but nonetheless, still Canadian. Geez, I don't know, Chris. I'm still kind of fighting that one a little bit. That one really caught up on me. I'm surprised we haven't seen... Actually, we should flip our beacons on. We are running a heavy haul after all. I'm surprised we haven't seen any more traffic on the roads just yet. We are running multiplayer tonight, but we're on the busiest server that there is, and it's funny, I've been seeing traffic all over the place all night, and then or all day while I was testing. And then, of course, as soon as I get started on a live stream, we haven't seen hardly one truck. But I can guarantee we'll see some along the way. She's gonna pick up. Like everywhere else I was running today, it was like you'd see one at least every 30 seconds or so. I don't usually like running multiplayer by my lonesome. But I just decided, you know what? I want to pick the heavy server and just see what it's like. So I picked the fullest server I had, or there was, and I actually ended up waiting in a queue for a little while. But yeah, we're going to see some traffic. I can guarantee you that. There's somebody going on the GPS right there, just not going to be on our road. Go figure. Not 100% sure how many miles it is to, or kilometers it is to the ferry. It is quite a jaunt, though. I do know that. I'm going to say probably 300 or 400 kilometers. Ways into the journey now, though. So yeah, that new logo up there. Want to thank Radiant once again for creating that for me. Uh, he also set up a Discord for me so that the other PCSG members can stop by whenever I'm doing a live stream, say hi. And if I ever get a multiplayer server set up, then for Farm Sim, then people can join me there. Games. Yeah. Ateli? I'm just going to call you Games. Says hi, welcome to Livestream Games. Appreciate you popping by. Yeah, so anyways, that logo, I've been able to incorporate it into a few different spots now. It will be up on all my live streams now. Probably most of my videos too, when I get back to doing videos. Got it in YouTube profile picture. I think I set it up as our Facebook profile picture, Twitter profile picture, I think. Don't quote me on Twitter, though. I also changed our YouTube header this week. Showcasing this truck, actually. Odd says hi. Welcome, Odd. Appreciate you popping by. I got my ETS2 working again. Yay! I believe the conflict ended up being with a program from ASUS controlling my motherboard and so on. Shut that down. Everything seems to be working fine now. Game says how I can play Euro Truck Simulator 2 multiplayer. I actually don't think I have a link in the description below, but just Google Truckers MP, and then you'll have to sign up for that, and you can get a download link through there. And then wham bam, next thing you know, you're playing multiplayer. I'm quite certain there's another speedy defense. I think we'll probably end up with a few of those tonight. Yeah, no problem, games. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. I actually reinstalled mine today just to see if I was having an issue with that, and it only took me a couple minutes. I think the longest part's going to be just signing up for Truckers MP. Once you get that straightened away, she's all downhill. Chris says I am from Australia. Is that cold here? I have a wood fire going. It's funny you say that. We're just getting out of winter season now. I think it was just a couple weeks ago I finally turned the heat off, and today I had to run out of the house for just a minute, and I put my sweater and my winter jacket on and started walking down the road and said, holy snappers, I wish I'd have never worn either of them. I could have just gone in a t-shirt and a spring jacket. She's a little warm out there today. Getting that time of the year for us. I think once we get off this highway here, then we might start seeing some more people. Game says, where are you from? I am from UK. I'm from Canada. New Brunswick, Canada. Somebody stuck on the side of the road there. Goodness, he's just sitting in the middle. Sitting in the middle of the road, not doing nothing. Gave him a little toot as we went by. I was playing there earlier and I completely forgot that I was in the UK. Jumped off the ferry and started driving on the wrong side of the road, and sure enough, convoy came right at me, 7 or 8 trucks. And I just looked like a complete and utter idiot. Game says, nice place. Do you mean Canada or UK? Either way, I'm sure they're both nice. Well, I know Canada's nice. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous country, actually. Went to a bachelor party of one of my best friends from high school there last year. We just went out to his brother-in-law's camp. And oh, I forgot to turn the CB off. We'll do that here before too long. Anyways, we I gotta turn that CB off like now. As soon as we get a decent spot to pull over, I'll do just that. So you never know what's gonna come over the CB. Alright, let's bring that up. I'll look up here. What is it? This button? No, I think it's this button. Yes. That went quite well. Yeah, so anyways, we ended up at his brother-in-law's camp, way out in the middle of the woods, and we did a four-wheeler run. And we just stopped at one point in time for a little smoke break, and I just looked around, and it was trees for miles. Trees for absolute miles, and it was really cool. Waylon Pete says, "Hello, welcome, Waylon. Appreciate you stopping by. Doing a little heavy haul tonight, or this afternoon. I guess it's not night yet. It's far from it where I'm at. A little unscheduled run. Try to make up for Sunday night's fail, or Sunday afternoon's fail. Again, that was an afternoon run also. I want to thank everybody, like all you guys, man. We hit, oh dear, we're coming up on a convoy. We hit 200 subscribers Sunday night. In less than a week, we went from 100 to 200 subscribers. You guys are just absolutely phenomenal. Just blew my mind. Really did. Anna says, "Lol." That regarding the convoy, yeah, I try to avoid them. You just never know. I did a little bit of running there last night again. Trying to test to figure out what went so horribly wrong on our live stream Sunday, and man, there were a lot of trolls out. I prefer to try to avoid them as best I could, and of course my recording software still wasn't working properly, so I didn't get any evidence or anything, but I did get rammed a few times, completely intentionally. Anna says, "Wow, man, what are you wowing about, Anna?" Waylon asked, "How you been?" Well, it's funny you asked that. I didn't go to work today. I was feeling a little under the weather when I first woke up. Stomach was just bothering me a little bit, but seemed to be on the straight and narrow now. Everything feeling great, and I'm super happy now that this seems to be working properly for me. Hanging out with y'all. Game says, if I join multiplayer, if I have multiplayer, can I join with you? So I usually stick to general rule of thumb. I have no problem meeting up with people, but you've either got to be a member of PCSG or Three Dudes Gaming. And I tend not to do it in the middle of a live stream. But if you do want to sign up for either of those places, links are in the description below. They're free to sign up for, and trust me, you won't regret signing up for them. Great place, lots of great guys. Ooh, he's running a heavy load. He doesn't have a speed limiter on either. And yeah, and in future runs, I don't see myself having a problem with that. Anna gives a thumbs up, much appreciated. Got another one coming up on us real quick. Anna says, do you know Roblox? It's cool. I believe Roblox was in one of our live streams there not too long ago. Just a couple of nights ago, if I remember correctly. There's another convoy headed the other direction. I'd say we're getting close to the ferry now. That's the way things always seem to go. It's right around the ferries. Traffic's always busy. Waylon says it sucks when you wake up and you don't feel good. Whoops, I just knocked my headset off my head. Yeah, it really did. I was kind of looking forward to go to work. I expected it was going to be a busy day today. And time just flies by when it's busy. But it just wasn't going to happen. Just wasn't going to happen. But again, I'm feeling better now, so that's the main thing. How are you guys doing this evening anyways? Waylon, Anna, Games, y'all having a good day? I hope so. Whoa! That's one of them trolls I was talking about. Alright, so coming up on a turn here. Taking these exits is just a little weird for me. Just because we're driving on the wrong side of the road. Game says I'm going to sleep. Alright, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. Whoa! I appreciate it. We almost put her in the willy wags there. Good both ways. Let's head back to it. Oh yeah. There's me trying to drive on the wrong side of the road again. Thank goodness for those arrows, eh? Otherwise, I'd have just run straight smack into somebody, pretty much guaranteed. I wasn't expecting to end up on a two-laner before the ferry. I figured we'd end up on all highways, but yes, we can see in the GPS there. See the ferry, so we're just a hop, skip, and a jump away. Anna says she's feeling good, though. Glad to hear that. Ziggy Gamer says, well, lads, welcome, Ziggy. Appreciate you stopping by. Oh, this is weird. Driving on the wrong side of the road. Ziggy says, just subbed and liked. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate it. I was just going on saying how much the channel has just grown over the last week. It's been incredible. You guys are awesome. I really do appreciate it. I want to thank everybody for Sunday night. You know, regardless of our technical difficulties that we had, we still had a ton of people stop by. I had people in the chat trying to help me out with ideas, other streamers. Anna says, I found this channel and sub. Thank you. Again, I appreciate it. Somebody forgot what side of the road to be on. I try not to yell at anybody for it, because as soon as I yell at somebody for it, then that would be when I would do it. Alright. Anna says in 1 minute. Okay, yep. Now, which way do I need to pull down? I need to pull down in here. Alright, I think this is the first time I've ever actually taken a ferry in multiplayer. I expected it to be much busier than it is. Thankfully, it's not too bad. Whoa, let's get stopped up there. Alright, heading for... well, I call it Calais, but apparently it's called Calais. Ziggy says, where are you headed? I could be there ready. Truck with ya. I stick to running with PCSG members. PCSG or Three Dudes Gaming members. I just like to get to know people before I do a live stream where I run a PG-13 channel. I just want to make sure no nonsense is going to happen. But if you sign up to one of those sites, and the description's in the link below, then yeah, PCSG. So it's a forum for pretty much any simulation game that's available. You know, they've got a section for it. Anna said she was in one of those ferries. I presume she's speaking of the ferries in real life. That's cool. Or I guess that wasn't a ferry. That was a tunnel, wasn't it? Icelandic Farmer says hello. Welcome, Ice. Appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, Ice, if you want to pop by... okay, where are you headed now? Okay, you're doing that. Apparently he's letting me by. I think he is. Not 100% sure. Yeah, Ice, if you want to stop by Discord, Terranian set up a Discord channel for me for times like this. I believe he sent you a invite for it, but oh dear. Oh, sorry. Yeah, now I have to drive on the right side of the road. See, I knew I was going to do something like that. Chris says nice. Not sure what that was regarding. Ice says no. I'm guessing that's in regard to sending you an invite. So I will do that next time I'm out of game then, Ice. As Ziggy asked, what do I do to go trucking with you? Well, essentially, I just want to get to know my members a little bit. I want to make sure that no nonsense is going to happen on the live streams. You know, I see you in PCSG, get to know you a little bit. The next thing you know, you're running with me. I guess really I don't even mind, as long as you're a member. I don't mind you running with me. It's more so I won't open Discord for you until I get to know you. But again, if you do want to run with me, I'd prefer you be a PCSG member. So Tony's, yeah, Nightbot just gave you a 5-second timeout just for excessive caps locks. Just try to avoid that. It takes away from the other users' comments. Ziggy says, all right, that's fine. Yeah, so, and I don't usually meet up with people once the live stream has already started, but if you want to sign up for them, then, you know, next time I do one, then I don't see a problem with that. James says hello. Welcome, James. Appreciate you stopping by. Alright. Anna gives a big old smiley face. Yeah, Ice, so, turns out what it seems to have been the problem was I had a Asus AI Suite program for controlling the motherboard and graphics cards, but because it had an overlay system, it conflicted with my recording software. But shut that down and everything seems to be running really smoothly at this point. So I'm pretty happy. We're doing this today just to make up for the fact that we had such a despicable live stream the other night. Top Tony says, thanks, Nightbot. Just remember, Nightbot, he's a bit of a pain in the butt, but he's also there for a reason. You know, he's trying to help me out. Kids, when I'm trucking like this, if I don't have a moderator in here, like such as Icelandic Farmer, please stand. Okay. Then it's hard for me to reach over and take care of chat. Brock says hi. Welcome back, Brock. I appreciate you stopping by once again. We're doing A heavy haul run right now, and B, our first run into France. This is the first time I will have run into the new France DLC. Johnny B says hi. Welcome, Johnny. So yeah, up in the top left-hand corner, we've got a new channel logo. I want to thank Terradian once again. I'm going to give him a few shout-outs tonight for creating that, because we've integrated it into a few spots now. But yeah, channel logo, I think it's going to be on every live stream from here on out, as well as probably any pre-recorded videos. Head to Paris. James says, kind of hard to watch the stream and play Battlefield 1 at the same time. You know, sometimes as a YouTuber, that's exactly how we feel when we're trying to pay attention to chat. RC Boy says, I dined? Not sure what you mean there. And then it disappeared. So yeah, we've got quite a journey ahead of us. What do we got? 830 kilometers left. RC Boy says, I sub. Thank you very much, RC Boy. I appreciate it. So earlier I was saying, woo, pay attention to where you're going. I was saying tonight, last night me and Doughboy were going to do another map stack, or setting up the map live stream for his new multiplayer server. Yeah, Brock, I'm actually getting to that right now. Actually, ooh, I gotta slow down. Anyways, we didn't end up getting around to it. My guess is he worked late. He did say he had a very good possibility. He had a lot of work to do on the farm. there was a possibility he wasn't going to be able to. Oops, stopped a little short. So tonight, I'm going to start a Farm Sim live stream, same time as I always do. Unless I hear from Doughboy, and he says, well, just hold off a half an hour or an hour, and then we'll do Rattlesnake, in which case I will. But if I don't hear from him by, say, 7:30 my time, which is like 2.5 hours from now, then I'll plan on setting up Woodshire live stream for this evening. Liam says hi. Welcome, Liam. Appreciate you stopping by once again. How about you, Johnny? I mentioned it to Icelandic Farmer. Tranian was supposed to have sent out some invites to my new Discord channel that he created for me. Did you by any chance get that? Brock says, just get out of school. Well, I hope you got your homework done, or you're doing your homework while you're watching. Oh, Anna asked, what is the best video that I made? Goodness, that's a good question right there. My most successful... Brock says summer is here. Yep, no doubt. No doubt about that. My most successful video, although I don't think it was my best one, has been an SOB modding edition video that I did. Oh, there's so many people. Don't run into me. But I don't know what I would classify as my best video. I don't know. James says, who does homework anymore? Well, homework is still kind of important. I was never one for homework, but, you know, probably should be done. Okay, pulling into Paris now, so this is my first time here. Liam says, I love your videos and will never stop coming. Thanks, man, and that's really awesome. You guys are just making this super, super fun to do. Ooh, I kind of almost might have cut that guy off a little bit. Whoopsie. Brock says, I'm out of school for the summer. Okay. This is a tight and windy road. Anna says, Polish. I am Polish, you know. Okay, cool. Right on. It's always cool having people from the other side of the pond. Icelandic poorly spells out, do good in school. It's important. He is correct there. School is important. I'm definitely... I'll tell you, I was never a huge fan of being in school. I didn't like it. You know, going to school, listening to teachers all day was not my thing. But the day that you finally finish will be one of the most proudest moments of your life. I can promise you that. It leaves a lot more opportunities for you. Icelandic says, look at my spelling. So, goodness, this is just dragging on this trip. It's been a fun trip. Just the miles are just going super. Probably because we're doing a World Truck Slow. It's going a little slower than I'd like it to. Usually when I do ATS, you know, she's 100 miles an hour, but we're stuck to 65. Johnny says, take care, mate. Always like watching you. Bye for now. Thanks, Johnny, for stopping by. I do appreciate it. James says, sorry, I'm trying to read chat and drive through this road, and it's kind of difficult. James says, but at school you have all the girls. That's very true. Working in a garage as a mechanic, there are not many females there. Liam says, keep up the good work. Thanks, Liam. Brock says 207 subs. Awesome. But that means I'm just a hop, skip, and a jump from Icelandic Farmer now. And Ice made it very clear that I had to rub it into Doughboy when I passed him. So maybe I should do the same when I pass Ice. Bob Bong says, hi guys. Welcome, Bob. Appreciate you stopping by once again. You guys are just phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. You make live streaming so much fun. This is pretty cool territory, though. I will say that. Very cool territory. It's definitely got a different look to it from the rest of the map. Ice says, rub it in. Yes, you do that. Anna says, 35 minutes you recorded? 35 minutes to this in this live stream, you mean? Do a little outside view. See how that goes. Woo! Well, I guess I was reading your mind there, Bob. Ice says you are still behind. Not for long, my friend. Not for long. In all honesty, though, if things keep up the way they have, I was joking there the other day with Doughboy. I think I said, you know, it took 5 months to get 100 subs, less than a week. Actually, no, it was supposed to be made on PCSG. It took 5 months to get 100 subs. It took less than a week to get the second 100 subs. Ice says your game is very low. Okay, I will make a adjustment as soon as we get to this toll booth. Then that's a perfect time for me. Alright. See, let me know if that's any better there, Ice. Bob says, what is it? Yep, let me type it next. Let me type it next time. Well, it's a metal centering, I think they call it. Yeah. 62,000 pounds. Ice says, took me a year. Yeah, I don't know how. Well, it's the collaboration between all you guys. I think the people watching really like hearing all of us hang out. I think that has a lot to do with it. So without you guys, I know that I wouldn't be anywhere near that as far as I am now. I was kind of hoping to zoom out just a little bit more there. I kind of wanted to get a better feel for just exactly how big this is going to be. Whoa, his horn's working good. Okay, Ice says can be more. Okay, next time I stop, I'll turn it up just a little bit more for y'all. I can't seem to get a good mix on my volumes. That's why this fall I plan on doing a major audio upgrade and going with some semi-professional equipment so I can just turn some knobs on the fly versus having to use software to do it. Anna says, I know you have a small channel, but what are you going to make videos on? So we do mostly simulation-based gaming. We run Euro Truck Simulator 2, American Truck Simulator, as well as Farming Simulator 2017. I did just purchase Assetto Corsa and plan on doing some videos on that before too long. Not quite right away, but soon. I also do, so I've got Let's Play videos for Farm Sim, which are on hold right now, but I do plan on probably bringing them back soon. Farm Sim reviews, as well as we have a Farm Sim live stream map. We also have a Farm Sim multiplayer that we're going to be rocking with Doughboy here soon. Ice says, "Gotta go, mate. Nice to watch you. Much appreciated, Ice. Thanks for stopping by. I do appreciate it." Aside from those videos, we do have Cattle and Crops, which is we're all expecting to see within the next month and a half. And I am extremely excited about it. Speak of the devil, Grizzly Bear Sims is actually the one who put me on to Cattle and Crops and told me about it, and it looks really interesting, and I'm very excited for that game. Hello, Grizzly. All is well. I was a little under the weather there this morning, but feeling much better now. Happy to be back on the road trucking again. Sunday's live stream for me was a bit of a fail. I had some software conflicts that were causing me issue, but things are going really well. While you're here, I'll give you guys, or give the other viewers a bit of an idea who Grizzly Bear Sims is. Grizzly Bear Sims, he once had a trucking company, which is where I met him. He once had a trucking company that it's now closed, but it was Grizzly Bear Trucking. I met him there, and we ran quite a few American Truck Simulator loads together. He put me onto PCSG, which is where I met Icelandic Farmer and Doughboy and Johnny V and Wonko and just the whole crew. And so I just need to give Grizzly a shout out. Thank you very much. And thanks for inspiring me to create videos. And if you guys haven't checked out his channel yet, do it. You won't regret it. He's in one of my suggested channels. James says Sunday was the biggest disaster. That's an understatement. Bob says Sunday was a mess. Sunday was a huge mess. Every time we try to do ETS2, it never seems to go like we plan. Anna says nuclear is bad for you. Yeah, I'm not arguing with that. I don't know why my chat does that. It's obviously the software that I'm using, but it doesn't like. I think it's when somebody puts ... I don't know why it does it, but it always messes it up. But he says thanks, I appreciate it. No, I appreciate it. I really do. I have been having so much fun since I started doing a YouTube channel, and I don't think I would have ever thought about doing it had I not started watching some of your videos. Give the boys a little toot, a little howdy. Woo! Keep her on the right side of the road. Grizzly says it is fun. Oh, it's an absolute blast. I couldn't agree more. I love hanging out with everybody. That's where I get the enjoyment. It's just interacting with my subscribers. It's so much fun. Bob says, but yet here you are in single player doing just fine. No, I'm in multiplayer right now. I got multiplayer figured out today. I spent some time, like I said, I was feeling under the weather today, so I took the day off work. So I spent some time figuring out what was going on. I got the conflict resolved, and everything seems to be working flawlessly now. Liam asked what happened Sunday. So essentially, yeah, I had a software conflict issue that was causing my game to run at like 10 frames per second, sometimes 2 frames per second. It was just unplayable, and then when I got the frames working properly on my end, the stream wasn't working properly, and it was really, really bad. Doughboy had some issues at the beginning that he was able to resolve, but then just as soon as I got my issues pretty much figured out, that's when Icelandic Farmer started having issues. The same kind of issues I was having. So yeah, it was... all three of us did not have a good day. Bob says, can you speak up? Well, Ice just told me that my game was too loud, but let me bring my mic a little closer. Let me know if that's any better for you. If not, I'll try turning the game back down again. Which I have no problem. And this is why I was saying I want to upgrade my audio system this fall and go to a purely physical audio system versus virtual audio system. Stop using software and just have hardware so I can do stuff on the fly. Anna says no, so she's guessing, she's saying, I don't know if you're saying no, things are not good yet, or no, they're fine yet. Please clarify. That's all I ask. I think it's going to be a while till we stop, so if we are still having issues, then I'll just pull over. Grizzly says he can hear me just fine. Okay, thank you, Grizzly. I know it can depend. It can depend somewhat on the kind of listening device you're actually listening to. You know, if you have a really bassy headset that you're listening to, the engines in ETS2 are very, very bassy, and it can make it difficult to hear a voice sometimes. Ooh. As I drive all over the road. Bob says, I'm watching on a tablet, so I can't turn you up anymore. Unfortunately, I'm not sure that I can do any more because I can't raise... my mic is turned up all the way. So if I just turn up the game volume, then whoa, his horn was loud. If I just turn up the game volume, then it'll just end up drowning me out more. Anna says, I mean that don't do anything to stop playing the game. Okay. Noted. Ah, man. That's aggravating. Bob says, have you seen any other loads for the game? Do you mean the heavy haul loads? If that's what you're asking, yes, I have. This is my third heavy haul run that I've done. First one in while streaming. But I've done two of these exact loads and one other one. I don't remember what the other one was, though. And it says, but am on laptop and volume 50 and headphones. Okay. James says, very foggy morning on old streams. Don't get lost, James. Don't get lost. We know that's a little difficult for you. So Grizzly, how's life been anyways? It's been a while since we actually spoke to each other. Grizzly says, you must be in France with all the toll roads. Actually, Grizzly, this is the first time I have run in France. Ever. Just ended up getting the DLC last week. And just as soon as I got the software all figured out, I found a load and it was headed into France. I said, 2 for 1. I'm going to get to showcase both of them today. Unfortunately, it's pitch black out right now, so it's not the best sightseeing, but yes, we are in France. Anna asked, how much will I get for this load? Good question. We're going to get, well, if we don't damage it, $47,000. James says the one who runs into signs. Touche. Fairly played. Liam says, good luck with those roads. I suck. I'm not great at Euro Truck Simulator. I'm actually quite poor at Euro Truck Simulator. Every time I try to run it, it's always a challenge. Grizzly says, life is good. Been busy with work, travel, work-related. Yep. And just trying to keep channel busy. I hear you. And he says, but yeah, doing well. Good to hear that, buddy. Anna says, wow, a lot. Yeah, she's a good paying load. Well, it's, like I say, it is a heavy haul, which I think it was valuable cargo. Sorry, brain farting here. Welcome to Rubber Burner Gaming, where we forget how to talk, we press all the wrong buttons, and we run into things. But it's a long haul, too. That's the other thing I was getting at. Grizzly says, you are the boss at ATS. I'm going to disagree with you. I'm still going to say Grey Wolf is the boss at ATS. He might possibly join me later on for a run on ETS. Not sure how much longer we're going to do this live stream for. I didn't plan on doing a super long one by any means. Just kind of, well, I had some time to kill and wanted to make sure everything was working right, and it is, so I figured, well, why not? So yeah, I tried to get music set up for the live stream, but apparently I failed. I came into game and all I had was the radio stations. I was able to get it working for ATS, but didn't seem to work for ETS. And it says, "Am skilled at driving cars in game." Are you talking in this game, like the what do they call it, the pilot cars, or are you talking more like racing games? Racing games are definitely where my roots are at. That's where my name comes from. Sorry. I've always been into racing games. I originally started more as a arcade racing gamer, the Need for Speed games and so on. And then I did some Gran Turismo and said, man, this simulation stuff is cool. Finally bought finally bought the steering wheel last year, the beginning of last year, and ended up buying Project Cars for PS4, and I've been hooked on sim games ever since. And I'm excited to get into Assetto Corsa, and I'm kind of holding off till I get my triple screens, which should be like tomorrow or the next day, hopefully. Grizzly says, those pilot cars. Yeah, I actually did a couple runs here in Euro Truck last night. Again, I was trying to figure out what was going on with my recording software, and so of course I wasn't recording because it wasn't working for me. Excuse me. And sure enough, I came across a pilot car, and he decided he didn't like me for absolutely no reason. I find the best way to deal with them sometimes is just to let them do their thing, and then they just kind of move on. Anna says on Xbox One and PC games that are about cars. Okay. I've never owned an Xbox. I've always been a PlayStation guy. Not that I'm against Xbox by any means, but the first console I ever owned was actually the original Nintendo. My parents bought that at a yard sale or something, and anyways, I ended up buying a PS2 in high school, and then I bought a PS3 once I graduated. Bought a PS4 a couple of years ago, and I probably don't have more than 50 hours on the thing. It's just been sitting there collecting dust ever since. I've gone pretty much switched solely to PC. James says, what are pilot cars? So pilot cars are... So when you're running a heavy load like this, in real life, you would have a pilot car ahead of you, and behind you, letting traffic know. They would have signs on them saying heavy load or convoy or something like that, just letting traffic know that there's something big coming down the road. And the Truckers MP guys decided to incorporate that into the game for some reason, unbeknownst to anybody who actually enjoys simulation driving, because so essentially now, I could have a pilot car in front of me and a pilot car behind me, but unfortunately they go so fast that it just seems like all the younger players who just want to mess with people, they jump in the pilot cars, and they troll people. Anna says, my friend has a PS4. Okay, right on. Oh, we need to get some fuel here, don't we? We're running a little low. Wasn't even paying the slightest bit of attention to that. Grizzly, one of these days you're going to have to join us for one of our ATS runs. Or a farm sim multiplayer, something like that. We've been calling it the trifecta of live streams on Sundays. What would it be then? The quadfecta? I think I missed a half a gear there. Yep. James says sounds like something I would presume you mean I would do. Just stay away from me, James. That's all I ask. It is a good way to get yourself banned, actually, from multiplayer, messing with other people. I, for one, am not afraid to hit the report button, and a lot of people nowadays, they are recording or are streaming, so they end up with video evidence. Anna says, I have a game that is as this, but only single player. Well, this game is technically only single player. Euro Truck Simulator, American Truck Simulator. Grizzly says, well, I need to get back to work. Take care and see you down the line. Thanks, Grizzly. I really do appreciate you stopping by. It was good hearing from you. So yeah, this game is technically single player, but it's a multiplayer mod, essentially, so that you can play this on single player or on multiplayer. Liam says you forgot to put do down. Oh, okay. Grizzly says, tell Grey Wolf hello. I will do that, most definitely. Running out of fuel. Ah! Yeah, so actually, and I keep forgetting to put the link down below, but yeah, just do a Google search for Truckers MP, and you can find this mod there. We must be getting close at this point, I think. There's not many people down here. Of course, not everybody's going to own this DLC, so we definitely haven't seen the traffic down here that I expected we would. I guess I kind of forgot about that part. This DLC is fairly new. Yeah, we're just... Whoa! Driving a little too fast there. Really? Alright, well, I guess you can go first. Anna says, you're done almost. Yes, I most certainly am. I think we'll probably do one more load. I don't know how long. We'll take a look at our markets and see what we have available. But I'm not quite in the mood to stop just yet. Okay, why are you stopping? Okay. So apparently he took the wrong turn and thought he was going to turn around and then thought better of it. That would be my guess there. Bob asked, when is Heavy Haul coming to ATS? Well, I can't give you an answer to that. I thought Heavy Haul was supposed to be out after both the double trailers for ATS and ETS were released. Apparently I was wrong, though, because obviously this one is available. But I suspect we're going to have it within a month. If I had to guess, I'd say we're going to have it within a month. You know, maybe a month and a half, something like that. But it's very soon, I think. Um, James says New York driver. Yeah, no kidding, eh? Alright, let's see if we can't back this thing up in here first try. Backing these heavy haul trailers up, it's kind of weird. They turn very, very quickly. Because this, see, I'm already way too far over now because of these steerable axles. Bob says mods won't switch from ATS to ETS. Correct. No, they will not. Ah. Anna says done. Well, I gotta get this thing parked first, and whoa! Apparently, I stalled my trailer out there, truck out. I gotta get this thing parked, and it's a little bit easier said than done. Oh, it kind of crab walks on you. It just throws you off. Kind of wish there was a way to turn the steerable axles off for when you're backing up. Oh, we still need to find a fuel station, don't we? James says 3 people in school flipped their cars in the last 3 weeks. Well, I hope they're all right. Flipping a car is a scary deal. Okay, world map. There's got to be a fuel station around here. Ooh, so we're going to go there first. Then we're going to go there. Because we need to, buy the garage. I'm pretty much buying every garage I can get to these days. So we'll buy, actually we'll go fill this thing up first, then we'll go to the garage. Anna says, well done, bye. Thank you, Anna. I appreciate that. And I appreciate you stopping by the live stream. It's been great hanging out with you. I hope you come back again. Woo, took that a little wide. Oh, I guess we're going to, I got a little mixed up there. I guess we're buying the garage first. Whoopsie daisy. Oh, yeah, and I guess once we buy the garage, we can just fill up here. So, yeah, that works out quite well. Do you really want to buy this garage? Of course I do. Alright, now, company manager. Garage manager. Montpellier. Am I saying that correctly? Probably not. We want to upgrade. Yes. Alright. Ooh, this is a fancy building, ain't she? Not too shabby. Alright, so we'll pull her through. Turn our beacons off now that we don't have a heavy haul on anymore. James says, purdy building. Yeah, no kidding, eh? It looks like I got money or something. It's pretty good timing. We got here just just as soon as the fuel tank started showing red, pretty much. How much we're going to be able to shove in here? 183 gallons. I believe it's 200-gallon fuel tank, so we didn't have much left in the reserves. Alright, let's see what we got for jobs now. Let's see if we got a freight market job. Oh yeah, we ended up all the way to the bottom of France there, didn't we? Let's check external. I just want to see if we can get a heavy cargo coming in here. No. But you know what? This actually looks like a half a fun run. This will probably be the last one for the night, but it'll take a little while. Bob says that's James, that's messed up unless you're going to school at the Richard Petty Driving School. True story. Alright, so we'll be taking this out of Paris into Switzerland. Or sorry, out of France into Switzerland. James says no, everyone thinks they're Dale Jr. Word is he's retiring the end of this year. Whoa. Bob says no, DJ missed the big one. I haven't watched a single race this year, aside from the first one of the year, Daytona 500. I used to be all about watching the races, but they just don't excite me anymore, unfortunately. So instead, I spend my afternoons with Doughboy and Icelandic Farmer and Johnny V. We do some trucking instead. Alright. Bob says, yeah, not like he has done anything lately. Yeah, that's very true. His career hasn't exactly been the most stout as of late. Bingo, first try, not too shabby. Alright, now pulling out of here without scratching this girl up might be a little bit difficult. Bob says, why not? I don't even watch them live anymore. Catch them on replays. Catch the replays on YouTube. Yeah, I think a lot of people feel that way. It's just, in my opinion, everybody's scared to use the chrome horn anymore. That's semi-true, Bob. I understand what you're saying. He did have some success for a while, though. He just didn't follow it up for very long. James says she'll put machine guns on the cars. I don't know about machine guns. That's a bit much. Maybe paintball guns, though. I could deal with paintball guns. That would be interesting, because then machine guns, you know, or paintball guns, they could cover each other's windshield with paint. They wouldn't see where they're going and end up in a big crash. That would be exciting, right? Bob says no championships. That's true. Not a one. William says, I have this game and have almost everything. Um, I've I definitely don't have almost everything. There's so many of those paint DLCs and so on. It's just not. I don't know. There's too many for me to try to go after. I got the Canadian one. That's pretty much it for the paints, I think. Alright, so we're headed for Switzerland now. Should be a good ride, some new roads once again. Ooh, it looks like the sun's going to be coming up for us. So maybe, just maybe, we'll actually get to see what, oh, excuse me, some of what France looks like in the daylight. Wouldn't that be nice, eh? I think I'm probably going to want to be over in this lane here, otherwise I'll get caught up. James, are you making fun of my Canadian A's? Bob says, everybody would empty on Danica's car. I wish she could drive as good as she looks. Fair point. Fair point. James says yes. Well, for the record, we spell our A's E-H, not A-Y-E. So if you're going to make fun of my Canadian A's, do it right. Look at all the spots you can sleep around here. That's crazy. Oh, he came up on us quick, eh? There, now you just caught me saying it again. Now I'm going to be hearing myself say that for the rest of the drive. Whoa! I saw the little blue dot coming, and I could hear him coming. Bob says, well, it's Canada. Only the 10 of you care how to say it. Yeah, no kidding, Liam. The first one really caught me off guard. The second one, yeah, kind of got a little bit of a warning. Those cars make a really strange sound, and you can hear them from a little ways away. Come on, Bessie, let's get up to speed now. Still got plenty of miles to make. Oops, wrong button. James says, what happens if you just drive through the toll booth? You crash your truck, essentially. Now, in American Truck Sim, the right-hand side, you can just drive through those ones. They're fast lane ones. and the money comes out automatically. But I believe in Euro Truck you have to stop at them, otherwise you'll run into the pole. And unlike in real life where the pole would just shatter, yeah, they'll dead stop your truck. And next thing you know, you got 100% damage. But I might be wrong. I never really looked in Euro Truck Sim before to see whether or not the right-hand side ones you could just drive through. William says caught up with him. Dang, Skippy Hippie, that's 750 horsepower is under the hood. Oh, oh, oh. Bob says I oops through the fast pass lane in Virginia last year. I'm definitely curious as to how you oopsed. So I am cool with a little more detail on that one. You've piqued my interest. Bob says just in the wrong lane. Okay. You didn't run into one of those poles at the end of it, did you? That could be highly embarrassing for you. Comical for me. Embarrassing for you. Another big rig coming up on us. Ooh, he's heavy haul locomotive. I think that is the heaviest load there is, the locomotive. Bob asked, what are you pulling? I missed it. Pulling an excavator. So we're not heavy hauling this time. There wasn't a heavy haul coming out of the town, so I just picked up one that looked like a decent length, going somewhere we hadn't been before, which was the first one on my list. And again, I don't know why I grabbed don't know why I grabbed a freight market load, considering, you know, I wasn't looking for a specific one. Now we're stuck at 65. Bob says, nope, but was waiting for the ticket in the mail. Did it end up coming? Kind of wish there was a way to know how many miles until your next country that you enter, or especially when you're getting close to the ferries or the tunnels. You know, you have X number of miles until your next, you know, checkpoint, so to speak. So are these ones fast pass? No, they're just closed. They're just straight up closed. So yeah, you have to go through here. Here, I'll show you what happens. Very, very, very lightly. Boom. You just hit it. That's all that happens. So you can imagine if you're flying through there at 65, just exactly what goes down. James says truck blows up. Yeah, essentially. Kaboom. Bob says, not to me. I was helping a friend move, and his sister rented the U-Haul. I never heard of one. Yes, sir. Well, that's good. Well, the roads have definitely been a lot more empty than I expected they were going to be, and that's pretty much my fault. I didn't think about the fact that, you know, because this is a new DLC, or fairly new DLC, because this is a fairly new DLC, there just aren't that many people who have it. Bob says, be right back, Pop Refill. Don't do anything interesting. I'm going to try not to do anything interesting. Man, I can't make no promises. If you guys watched, I think it was our last ATS live stream. Yeah, it was last Tuesday, so a week ago. We did our 100 subscriber special, and it was... Ooh, lots of trucks around here. It was, lots of things happened during that one. I made many mistakes. Including running into 2 separate guardrails at full speed. James says, Tier 4 versus Tier 8 in World of Tanks. I'm dead. I've never played World of Tanks before. Somebody was flying up on us there and didn't like that I was pulling out, but I think he was moving a little faster than he needed to be. Bob says, okay, I'm back. Well, you almost missed me get sideswiped there, but we made it out alive. That's the main thing. Let's say one of our drivers just brought us in some money by the sounds of things. John says, hi, Rubber. What did I miss? Well, you missed the heavy haul load. We finished that one up just, it was probably 15, 20 minutes ago now. But really, we haven't had any big moments of, oh my lord, you know. It's been a pretty clean run. Let's see, we had Johnny V stop by, Icelandic Farmer stopped by, Grizzly Bear Sims stopped by. So yeah, we're just running a load to Switzerland now out of France. I'm not going to try to name the town that we were in because I can't. I won't be able to pronounce it. And for some strange odd reason, I decided to pick another freight market load. Don't know why I did it, but I did, so we're stuck at 65. Woo. Cut her a little wider than I probably should have there. Probably gave that guy a little bit of of a scare. John says, how are you doing this evening, Rubber? I am doing great. Well, I'm glad to hear that, John, and thanks again for stopping by once again. I am doing well. I was a little under the weather this morning, but feeling much better now. I finally got, ATS and ETS issues that we had on Sunday fixed, I think. Everything seems to be working smoothly now. So yeah, she's. I'm a happy camper. I said, everything's working. I've got time. I'll do a little live stream. Bob says, what are you going to do? Says Switzerland. Are you going to go skiing while you're there? No, but I might go snowboarding. I'm more of a snowboarder. Man, I feel like that truck tips really hard when I take sharp turns like that. So yeah, this is probably actually going to be our last load, John, but don't worry because we will be doing a farm sim live stream later this evening as well. Probably about 2 hours from now. It might be another stacking the map with Doughboy. But if I don't hear from him, we're just going to do Woodshire again. But the plan is to do it, 2 hours from now. Unless I hear from him and he says, well, just hold off an hour and we can do stacking the map, in which case I will wait for him. But if I don't hear from him, within the next hour and a half, we're going to do some Woodshire. We got that brand new case we got to play around with a little bit. I'm thinking if we end up doing Woodshire, we're going to do a little bit of logging, probably. And then I think it's probably going to be like harvest time for the corn. This truck hauls these loads so well. It's got so many horses under the hood. James says Icelandic is live. Oh, okay. I didn't realize he planned on doing anything today. Actually, I think I did know that. Now that I say that, I think, kind of the crew was planning on getting together and doing some farm sim, but I don't know. What are they doing? Ooh, tight corners. Tight corners. Yeah, just taking it to the other side of the road a little bit. Pay attention to the fact that I'm coming, please. We made it. If I didn't take that turn super wide, though. Ah, poop. What are we running into? Are we that far over? Apparently we were. Goodness gracious. Yeah, I think we probably did some damage to the trailer there. I'm quite certain I heard glass break, so Might have taken a window out in the might have taken the window out in the excavator or something like that. John says I'm watching this stream doing the dishes. I actually do the same thing all the time. If I'm cooking supper or something, I'll throw one of the guys' YouTube videos up, and or streams if they have streams going. Let's just check to see how bad it was. 0% damage. Wow. I think we got lucky on that one. I was really expecting something. Oh, goodness. We're only 250k away. That's not too bad. Come on, Bessie. Let's get up this hill. Get up there now. Giddy up. There's some more trucks. Now we're starting to see some trucks. See, this is, again, we're not into territory that's DLC territory. So everybody that owns the game has this area. So you're bound to see more trucks on the road. Whoa, got somebody on the side of the road. Just put your four ways on there, buddy. You're actually sticking out in the road a little bit. Now this guy's going to start rolling. I wonder if they're all rolling together, maybe. Might as well put her in 8 high, save a little bit of fuel. What on earth are you doing, buddy? That was another close call. Got around it. Oh, that's the main thing. Unscathed. So let's set our camera back where it's supposed to be. James says New Jersey driver. Awful hard on those East Coast boys. First New York, then New Jersey. Still got tons of fuel in the tank. One of my favorite parts of this game is just when the sun's coming up or just going down. Those sun rays coming through is just very well done by the game manufacturers, I think. James says, I live on the East Coast in New York. I have first-hand experience. Okay, fair enough. James says, I will try to stay in the FS stream the whole time. If I don't, I am most likely to be playing FS on my PS4 or something else. No problem, John. No worries. I don't think our Farm Sim one tonight will be a super, super long one. I always just kind of say we'll play it by ear. Sorry, I was just looking at my YouTube to see. Obviously, I did get a notification as well. Looks like it was Ice and Johnny who were going to be doing some Farm Sim on Lawfolds. Another somebody sitting on the side of the road. Lights off. Truck was running. Just gone full incognito mode. I was kind of hoping we'd get into some territory with a little bit more hills. Switzerland does have some very hilly terrain. I like those terrains just because it's a bit more challenging. Gotta make sure you get the right gear. Highway driving can get a little boring sometimes, especially when there's no traffic around. Oh, excuse me. Another little convoy there. So I guess we're headed to Zurich. All right. And John says, thanks for reminding me, Nightbot. Bob says, video overload, trying to typing to you on my phone, watching you on my tablet, and playing FS17 on my computer. Yeah. Everybody seems to be upset with Nightbot right now. Maybe I should change that though. It does. It puts me to the link puts you to the channel homepage, but maybe I should just change it so it just says hit the like and subscribe button. Oh, wrong lane. Oh dear. Oh, that was close. Whew. Little poo came out there. Oh. Speed cameras. I've already spent enough money on speed cameras tonight. I'd prefer to try to stay away from some of them. I mean, it's not like we don't have lots of money in the bank, but just the same. Should be good now. John says, I almost actually forgot to hit the like button. Well, in that case, let's get a like spike, y'all. If you haven't hit that like button, do it now. Do it, do it, do it. Or the dislike button if you really don't like what you're seeing. I'm cool with that. Alright, nothing coming that way. Nothing coming that way. Let's roll. John says, just did. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Bob says, sorry, I can only hit it once. No worries. I think we'll just wait and let the traffic go by here. These guys are going at a pretty good clip. Now, why are you honking your horn, flashing your lights? Now, pretty much anywhere else in the world, that means, okay, I'm letting you go. But obviously you weren't. Must have been one of those New York drivers. Whoa, that was a little tight. Alright, where are we parking this sucker? Okay, we gotta back it in there. Okay, he's half gonna drive through me. Thankfully, no collision zone. I think we can try. Just whip it around here. James says, yep, from the city. Now, I wonder if we raise the truck and raise the trailer. Maybe we can't raise the trailer on this one. Doesn't look like it. Alright, well. John says, wait, I actually don't want to hit. I want to click it, though. I want to break my screen. Fair enough. Fair enough. So, he's making my life easy. Thanks for that, by the way. Colm says, hi. I'm new. Welcome, Colm. Appreciate you stopping by. We're actually just finishing up our load for this evening. Our last load for the evening. We might take a quick run into Zurich, try to grab a new garage. But anytime now. There we go. But yeah, yeah, we're gonna be closing up the stream here soon. Now that being said, we're gonna do another one later tonight. It's gonna be Farm Sim. Not sure if we're gonna be doing my live stream map Woodshire or if we're going to be doing Doughboy's multiplayer map. Whoops, I meant to zoom in there. I'm going to go right there. 9 kilometers, not too far. Well, I would guess there's logs everywhere because somebody is a sloppy front loader driver, but I'd say this is supposed to be a timber mill of some sort. But yeah, so in a couple hours, we're going to be doing a live stream for Farm Sim. And it seems like everybody from Zurich is coming in here. So we'll just bobtail this back to the town. I guess I could have seen if by chance there was one coming from here going directly in town. Unlikely, but... Yep, clear both ways. And we'll roll it out. Roll it on out now. Guess probably should have to. Woo! Still have my lights on, I guess. Just don't need my high beams, I don't like. 7:41. I think we're supposed to have our lights on from 7 to 7, but just the same. Yeah, there's lots of people here in Zurich. Whole pile of them. So I'm just gonna obey the laws and try to keep out of trouble. Whoops. John says, you are awesome, Rubber, along with everybody in the chat. Well, I don't know about myself, but I know that everybody in the chat's awesome. You guys are absolutely fantastic. I appreciate you guys stopping by as always. There we go. If you guys haven't checked out PCSG before, or 3 Dudes Gaming, check out those forums. They're free. James says I'm amazing. They're free to join. There's lots of great people there. If you're a member of either one and you're subscribed to myself or Icelandic or Doughboy, aka Matthew Danner, then you'll have the opportunity to run Doughboy's multiplayer map with us. It's going to be Rattlesnake Valley once that becomes public. Don't forget to check out our social media accounts. I post stuff on a regular basis there. And I guess the last thing that I want to do is point you in the direction of Icelandic Farmer's channel right now. He is, since I'm going to be a little while until I do my next stream, you can watch a little bit of ice, tide you over. He is one of the suggested channels on my homepage. But that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys can come back later this evening. And thank you all once again for watching. And until next time, see ya!